And I'm like, well, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Know? Yes, absolutely.
All right, I'm finding. Okay, actually, I'm just watching YouTube crash.
I'm just gonna
Don't
watch
mind
YouTube
me.
crash. Story with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What else is new
You can...
with the YouTube? Apparently, that wasn't closed, so you get that.
I left it open.
Yeah, that is.
Because it's hard to open.
No,
anyway,
yeah.
All right, we're off to a great start, aren't we?
All I can say to that is.
How is everyone this evening? I'm just bringing up the broadcast.
On all places.
All right, here we are.
Cocktails
One person watching on YouTube. Hi.
Hello.
Whoever's watching on YouTube.
Cocktails.
Thank you.
Love.
Mom is here. Hello. Kelly. Hi.
Hello.
Lisa and Errol. Hello.
Hello.
Ara. Hello.
And boom. Wow.
All right, it's a party. Let's make it drink.
I just read.
I'm so happy you guys are here. So, as you probably know, because I've mentioned it about 87 times in the past 2 weeks, Valentine's Day is my birthday. So, we're going to do a special live brunch. On the heck was that?
Doesn't matter.
On Valentine's Day. I just heard the horrible sound behind me. Yes, we were going to do it the night before. But then because people might have plans on Valentine's Day, but I thought we'll do it early and get it done, and then we can all go about our plans. But Valentine's Day brunch, be here
on the 13th,
14th,
14th, day of the 14th. Gotcha.
Correct. So hi, Janice,
myself.
And
what
Julie, and Johnny.
I'll be here.
And Peter. Hello.
I better know what I'm doing.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Janice is having a gin and tonic. That sounds good.
We are working some classic formulas today with some slight variations. So you are working one of the cocktails right there. That's awesome.
I have some ideas. Oh, but anyway, okay. I started saying.
Anyway.
Because it's a pandemic and I need things to occupy my brain. I've already started making Valentine's cocktails. So we're going to start some tonight. And we're doing variations on classics this evening. So, my first variation, without further ado, let's make a cocktail.
Shall we sit here and gab for another half hour without having a drink?
No.
No, I don't think we should.
We've done that.
Yeah.
And then later I'm like, why did we do that?
Well, sometimes one of you actually raises a topic and we kind of get on that jag and we go with it. And conversation is part of what this is all about. That's fine. But then you get a little dry, from all that talking. So you got to do something. Just saying.
Anyway, all right. Karen, hello.
I think Keith has joined us on a couple of platforms. Keith, I think you were commenting about snow recently. Something about
Karen.
The amount you were getting hit with. We ended up with, when I put the ruler in there, it had to be 16 inches, but that's probably a little low.
We got like 2 feet.
Easily, it certainly drifted high. So
we got 2 feet.
No question.
And someone was telling me today that in New Jersey, some people in New Jersey got 35 inches.
35.
That's terrible.
That's a good solid. You would call that a yard. That's what you'd call it.
Hi, Noah.
That's enough to be a meter, folks. Good grief. Woof.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yay. Well, I'm so happy you're all here.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Karen. You already say thank you, Karen?
I did. Yes. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We happen to appreciate some of that stuff as well. You're seeing some of it behind us. We've actually swapped out the records. Anybody wants to start identifying some of these covers, that's part of the daily roulette with us.
I switched it out. Now it's the Valentine's Day bar.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can see over here.
Yeah.
A little Valentine's display.
Some decor with that accordion paper. Very nice.
Yes.
Or honeycomb paper is what they call it.
Honeycomb paper, yeah.
Honeycomb paper. There we go.
But Anyway, I digress.
We digress. We're still yakking, and we still have no cocktail.
This always happens. This always happens to us. We start talking, and then we have no drink.
50 minutes into the broadcast. You got a cocktail yet? No!
Thank you, Keith.
We're sending messages. I still don't have a cocktail.
Surrounded by no cocktail.
Cocktails.
I'm surrounded by no cocktail.
Yeah, part of the big fun here is we mix a few.
Oh, Karen's asking where we find stuff.
Everywhere.
Keith got 2 feet. Wow.
Good grief. Yes. Good grief.
Okay, where do we find the items in our home?
Outside of the answer, everywhere.
Yes.
Specifically, some of the usual suspects. Your local thrift store is a great place if you have a good local thrift store.
Ours is
It has,
okay.
has really
You know,
varied
right.
from pretty good to pretty mediocre for years. But we range a little further than that, and you'll find good places. And if we ever actually do manage to hit like more of a market, and I don't mean one of those junkie markets. I mean one of those weekend flea markets that starts at about 5 a.m. You really find a lot of heavy hitting stuff there.
We're never at a flea market at 5 in the morning.
I haven't been in one of those in over 10 years. But if you're looking for like larger furniture pieces and you have like some cash on hand, that's the way to go.
I am pathologically unable to get to any flea market before about 10 in the morning, which I know they say you're supposed to get there first thing, but not ever going to happen.
A lot. Some of the things in this collection have been here for over 30 years because I used to be inhibitory of yard sales back when they were pretty good.
Hi, Dina.
Lately, when I've checked them out myself, it's like...
hello, Felicia.
Not that interesting. But a lot of the stuff that I was finding 30 years ago was actually 20 years old, and you do the math. So there you have it.
Oh, Lisa's asking how the cookout went. It was so good.
It was really good.
It was so good. It was starting to snow on the computer, and I was starting to babble, so we had to log off. Plus, the Wi-Fi was bad. But anyway, but thank you for joining us.
Disappointing back there. We're working to improve that because by the summer we'd like to be able to do more things back there. And hey, look, as long as we've got white stuff and I can shovel it, it looks crazy to go grilling, so we do it because that's fun. But that was great. That was really yum.
Back to the subject at hand. A lot of the stuff we have was gifts. Mm-hmm. A lot of it we inherited.
That's another source,
Yeah, a lot of it we inherited.
Wait a minute.
There's a antique mall in New Hampshire where we got a lot of stuff
many
too.
things have turned up.
And
one of those
really
indoor
cheap.
Places with there's no vendors there. It's just booths, things are marked. You take it to the counter, that kind of joint. And you can do pretty well at those places. There's no bargaining, but hey, if the price is right, you're done.
Especially if it's not in New York.
Especially if it's location. As we know, places where people with some wealth have moved to, and then they end up dumping their stuff tend to be good. So like the Southwest.
Hi, Aaron. Oh, and hi, Satellite.
I bet like the Carolinas are pretty good for that kind of thing right now. If you're looking for tiki mugs, I'm thinking people who are coming from the New York, New Jersey area who retired to South Carolina. You might find some things in those thrifts. That's the kind of thing.
Thank you for watching the snow shoveling.
And there are the online vendors. We haven't really...
Here we are talking and not drinking.
Yeah, true. If you want to get on with that, I will ramble about these things in terms of where else, because there are other places. I haven't really taken advantage of the online markets too much lately, but we have in the past, and they're still good for a couple of things. I would say that, like, as disappointing as it is for some types of items, like if you're looking for records, there's a couple of places you can look and still get a good price. For sure, and you can get many choices. You can actually converse with the person. I'm interested in what the condition is like, and if you're honest about it as a vendor, you really will be underrating the item that you're selling. So you can do pretty well with that.
I don't want to rip myself off
here. No rips. Just go for the real thing. Real cocktail. Just saying.
All right. So for my first drink, like I said, we're doing Valentine's Day variations on classics. And this one is a variation on a sidecar, which I'm calling backseat.
Backseat.
Classy. So anyway, I started with 2 ounces of brandy. I'm using Renault.
We recommend a
VSOP.
Middle shelf brandy. You don't have to go hitting the jackpot with the cognac. That's very nice. But something that's like a grade above your regular sort of brandy. Makes cocktails very nice. It really does. Hey! Oh, yeah.
I know what you mean.
What is it? What is it?
I have a funny story about the first time I ever saw snow when I was like 23 because I had just moved to New York. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'll tell it after I make the drink.
Do you need help with getting that thing unearthed?
Zip strip.
I
got it.
Non-existent zip strip.
Okay.
Oh, you have a handle on that, so very good.
So we've had this before, but not for a long time.
Do we need to do a little taste test?
Yes. This is American Fruits Strawberry Liqueur.
Yep. Oh, and in terms of Arizona and snow, might depend on where you are in Arizona. In the valley?
Well, we know where Chaz is from.
Not going to happen. Yeah, you're not going to get it.
Fabulous abode.
But you find the mountains around there, what do you know? There's snow. Flagstaff? I remember the time that we were driving from Colorado to Arizona. We stopped over in Flagstaff, wake up in the morning, and the windshield of the truck is frosted over. And we're looking at each other like, what do you know about that? I'm like, well, there's got to be a scraper underneath the seat, and there wasn't. And this is probably the day I discovered that your credit card is a great scraper. It wasn't that.
But that was in
frost.
Albuquerque.
Was it Albuquerque? I thought it was Flagstaff.
No, we didn't stay over in Flagstaff.
Oh, true. But Flagstaff would definitely get frost too.
Okay, so this is
Albuquerque, where I took
strawberry
that left turn.
liqueur from American Fruits. They're the ones that make the sour cherry cordial that I'm always going on about.
Yeah, that you can't find in Connecticut because Dana bought it all. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that just tastes like fresh strawberries.
Oh.
That's so nice.
When Severance, once again, okay.
Oh.
You're going to the Carolinas for thrifting. Oh my gosh, I love it, Janice.
And Jay in the Snow. Oh, boy. And I was corresponding with one of my compatriots at work who was ensconced at his home office in New Jersey. And he at the time, had 22
this
inches.
Is so good.
When we had something like 14 inches, they had 22 already. It's like, whew, got socked further south of us.
This is really, really good.
This just tastes like fresh strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta say. Very nice.
If you are in the New York area and you see American Fruits cordials, pick them up because they are so good.
They come to us from one of our locals, which is Warwick Winery. I think they have apple orchards. And
Warwick Valley,
and they have the distilleries, which are currently making, everything. They've got vodka, of course, a really excellent gin. Started making whiskey, had to make rye.
And Black Dirt.
And Black Dirt Distilling is making all their brown goods. And they're doing Applejack now, too, aren't they?
Yes.
So there's a really excellent Applejack that comes out of them. And they do all the cordials. They started out with the cordials.
Me.
And they started out making wine. So, you can do that as well. They're really all-purpose. You can visit the winery. It's really just out there. And if you're traveling with people who are like, well, I don't do the hard stuff, it's like they have all these excellent wines. It's a winery. So that's a great thing.
I love it, Steve. Waldorf salad, anyone?
Yeah, seriously.
I love it. So that was 2 ounces of brandy, a ½ ounce strawberry liqueur, and I did a ⁄4 ounce of chocolate liqueur.
Chocolate liqueur.
I don't want to do too much of the chocolate because it really will overmow it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lime juice.
Mm-hmm. That's a good place to be.
And then I know I just said I didn't want the chocolate to take over, but I'm going to do some chocolate bitters.
Aloha, Amanda. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us. So 3 dashes of the chocolate bitters. Wow, this is like empty now.
I guess we need more chocolate bitters.
3 dashes of orange bitters.
Actually, a feature in this month's Imbibe magazine for all of those who like to read about booze. As liquor professionals, we do about chocolate bitters and the varieties that are available.
I haven't read that yet.
Yeah. Shall we ice you? Yeah. Move this out of the way.
He just got through saying that, liquor professional, you got to read it. I'm like, yeah, I haven't read it.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet. Yeah. Just a little bit more.
More.
Here we go.
More.
I need more.
Thank you.
Good.
Yep. Okay. So, hi, Morris.
Well, hello.
Good to see you.
Hola, amigos. Oh, right outside Philly. So,
okay. So, you got
like Circuit Cherry Hill, that kind of place. Yeah, sure. So you got a little bit lucky with this stuff because certainly towards the water. Well, I think it moved east. I think it ended up in Maine and socked them to death, as if because Maine needed more snow.
So this is my Sidecar variation, the back seat. Two ounces of brandy, a ½ ounce strawberry liqueur, ⁄4 ounce chocolate liqueur, 3/4 of an ounce fresh lime juice, 3 dashes chocolate bitters, 3 dashes orange bitters. See how it turned out.
Shake with ice and strain into a cocktail glass. You know the drill.
Oh my gosh.
Sounds good.
I love it.
We both happen to like a classic Sidecar formula, although we tend to go off of what is considered a classic formula of it. And I love variations like this. Thank you for the bonus.
Don't waste a drop.
I'll take that bonus bit first.
Don't waste a drop.
That's nice.
Yep.
That's a really nice combination.
So good.
And the Sidecar, of course, is a great concept. And calling this the back seat is even better. That's fun.
Get it? No.
Big fun.
Oh.
There is some talk about the Sidecar being named after that little bonus bit in your shaker if you've overpoured. And what you do is you grab a shot glass and that becomes your sidecar.
I happen to have a huge glass, so I didn't have any extra.
But there's also a pretty good authority from one of the books that we got that says, I know the man who invented it. I'm like, okay, it was in the Great War. You know which one I'm talking about? Aren't they all great? No, they all stink.
I was gonna say.
They're all terrible.
No.
No. But if you were in a motorcycle sidecar at the American bar in Paris or something, or some kind of bar,
okay,
and somebody whips out this brandy concoction for you, you'd go, hey, okay.
Thank you.
Please.
I am going to put a cherry in it. I was feeling lazy, and I wasn't going to put a cherry in it. Then I started to shame myself, so I'm going to put a cherry in it. All right. Cherry time. Because I have these heart-shaped picks, gotta use the heart-shaped picks.
Use heart-shaped picks?
Okay. Ah!
This is the ideal thing to do.
Man. I gotta have some more drinks so I'll be less clumsy. It's always when I haven't had anything that I'm like completely butterfingers.
Oh, look, this is the thing. It's like you get better with the number that you consume, much like, say, Dr. Johnny Fever.
Exactly.
Classic episode, of course.
I was going to say it, if you get that reference.
And there you go.
All right.
You've been watching a certain show.
All right, I used a heart pick, which is sinking down into the drink. I feel better.
That happens too.
All right. Would you
dispense with
that,
okay.
please?
Do we want to just leave that open or what?
Well, I want to put the lid on it.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, okay.
And there we go.
Sniffly.
Okay.
Just want to catch up here. All right. Caught up. Do you have something in mind to make?
I was working on a concept. We were thinking about the fact that this is a little classic. If you go to one of your Chinese American restaurants and they happen to have decorative glass.
Brad, hi! Yes, WKRP.
Hey, bing!
Well done.
Decorative glass or ceramic containers to serve drinks in. And they're serving some things called zombie and Mai Tai and fog cutter and all sort of thing. They're also serving such things as like Maiden's Downfall and Love Potion. Oh, Love Potion. What's in a Love Potion? And actually, I really couldn't find too many references to Love Potion. So I took a look online and found there's one source that has thousands of things, some of them not so great, and found something. And I took a look at how they were quoting it, and I said, that's not so great. Let me see if I could actually vary that up and make it better. This is the kind of thing that you really would get served in one of those tall chimneys with the dragons on it. We happen to have those, but we also happen to have the Trader Vic's Valentine's Day glassware. Yay! And we we busted these out recently, and I think it's time to use these.
Now, are you calling this Love Potion?
I'm going to call this Love Potion. I am going to vary this up and call it a Love Potion. You can serve this in one of these. You can serve this in a chimney. You can serve this in a piece of ceramic with a monstrous face on it. Whatever you have. But I think a decorative glass is the way to go with this one. Not a cocktail. This one's going to be served on ice. You could shake this up and pour, or you could just build it. I will probably just build.
Okay. That's what I said. Okay.
There we go. Plenty of ice in this baby.
Yes.
So we are going to make this. This was quoted as a vodka drink, and I think that's reasonable. If you're saying, well, I don't really do vodka, well, do you do clear rum? Because that will get you to about the same place.
Oh, Chaz says it's Victor Buono's birthday.
Victor Buono.
Wow, cheers.
Speaking of which, wow.
Steve's asking, anyone get the Waldorf reference? Waldorf. I got Waldorf salad.
The Waldorf, we're talking about the screwdriver.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So.
We get there eventually.
We do.
Might take us a minute.
So we happen to have Smuggler's Notch vodka here, coming from Vermont. Did we try this on air?
No.
We didn't? Perhaps I'll need to try this on air. Just to make sure it tastes exactly like it does.
You just sampled it the other day. We'll sample it again.
We'll sample it again. Very clean tasting vodka.
Mm-hmm.
If you're among the crowd who says, yeah, well, they all are clean tasting vodkas, try this next to some really cheap vodka and you'll say, okay,
there's definitely a difference.
Product. You don't have to go to some stratospheric level with like $100 a bottle for vodka. But I think if you get a local distiller that's like distilling a few times, that's only taking the center of the distillation, etc., no heads, no tails, just take the heart, you'll get a really high quality product. And some of them, you get flavors. You think there's no way you're getting flavors out of vodka. Well, some you do. 2 ounces.
2 ounces of vodka. Okay. He's making Love Potion. I imagine, since this is you, I imagine you varied this up.
The original,
from the actual recipe.
Yeah, because the original formula stinks. So I decided not to go with that, but I thought that the
Don't be shy.
ingredients...
Tell us how you really feel.
I can't do that on camera. So...
Well, all right.
Can't do that on stage anymore. But I thought that the ingredients were okay. And they also added one because there was no way I was making this as was. I found some amaretto. Well, there we go. Valentine's Day. Amaretto. Amaro. I can only get it open. Wow, that's going to be tough. I guess we haven't used this in a while. It's not just
me.
No, you know, these sticky things, you know, after you haven't used them in a bit, all that
so
sugar seizes up on you.
Over.
I'll be right back.
Gonna go get the jar opener?
Yeah. Absolutely, I think.
Yeah, just another happy hour at the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen. Yeah, hi Marie, good to see you. Yeah, the cores, if you don't open them for a while, they just fuse right shut. The sugar, yeah. Good times. It's running water over it. What else are you going to do? Got to let us know so we can tell people what to do if their liqueurs freeze closed.
What else? Okay, I was doing the hot and the water, and now I'm going to get one of those gripper things.
Okay, he ran it under hot water, and now he's using a gripper, and hopefully it will open. Come over here. The suspense is killing me. Oh, he got it. He got it. Whew! All right.
So I guess I'll be cleaning this off later.
I guess so.
I want to get that back. Half ounce of the amaretto.
Okay. Got that already.
Go. Half ounce of peach liqueur.
Hi, Dawn. Number 9. No, this is just Love Potion.
I think this was originally listed as Love Potion 159, which is very fun. However, this is just going to be Love Potion. We're trying to do the sort of thing that you'd get in a Chinese restaurant where you get the poo-poo platter on fire and everything. So we happen to have a nice peach liqueur here, Marie Brizard. This is one of the best on the market. You can find a lot of things that are called peach something or other. I would definitely go with a higher quality.
Giffard makes a good one, too.
Giffard makes an excellent one.
So it's a half ounce?
Yeah, half ounce of that.
Okay.
Go with a high quality peach. Any of your fruit liqueurs, you know, really aim high on those. If you ever are able to find these things that are basically not liqueurs, but more of an eau de vie, where it's just sort of, we distilled this and made a fruit brandy, those are very nice too because they have very intense flavors. Gonna go with an ounce of cranberry.
Oh, okay, Steve.
Yes.
That was a faulty. Faulty Towers is fine. I haven't seen Faulty Towers probably in like...
I'm going to cut that down.
20 years, but I love it.
3/4 of cranberry. I'll see if I want to vary this out.
Okay, I'm just catching up on comments.
3/4 orange.
Okay, so 3/4 of an ounce cranberry juice cocktail.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all juice. You can get such things. You can also get straight cran, which is very tart. You got to cut that with things.
Also 3/4 of an ounce orange juice.
Orange juice.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with a full ounce, with all that sweet stuff, full ounce of lime juice.
Okay.
A lot of drinks you'll see which have a lot of lime juice, and they don't have that much sweet, and they're awfully tart.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that's built in glass, which means I definitely have to procure a straw from the young lady to my right.
Pardon me. You know, I should have
And if there's a fun swizzle in there, that'd be great, too.
Oh, I've got out swizzle sticks.
Perfect.
For the Valentine's Day bar.
I'm going to see where this goes if I want to add anything to it, because that's a lot in it. It looks like that sort of thing that you'd get in the restaurant. If you have something appropriate, that's fun. There we go. Pink elephant's on
Pink
parade.
elephant, why not?
All right, we mixed. I just give that a stir. I give it a hearty stir. It's not like you need to do much more than that. There's no cream or eggs in this. Tell me if you think that needs anything.
Okay.
I think I got the sour balance right. Could bear down some bitters.
I was going to say it needs some bitters.
I think some cranberry bitters.
You think cranberry bitters?
What were you thinking?
I might have just gone right ahead and put some Campari in that.
Oh, really?
And it'll make it red, too.
It will make it red. Okay. We can do that.
Sharon, oh, the dress is vintage. I've had it for a really long time. But thank you. I appreciate that.
This is interesting. I think if you were served something that had these ingredients, the restaurant would not think Campari, but it's a good idea.
Yeah, no.
Think half an ounce maybe, or a third of an ounce?
I would do a half ounce.
Okay.
It was pretty sweet.
Full half. And I'm just going to drop that on the top. I'm going to let that sit there.
Oh, yeah, now it looks, oh, it's pretty. I don't know if you can
like
see that, but.
Down. Yeah, probably not that. It's not that easy.
Okay.
This glass does have rather pinkness to it.
Half-ounce Campari. Now we got to give it a different name. Love Potion number 10.
Love Potion number 10.
All right, I named it. Now let's see.
You said that you would mix it up right here in your sink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink.
Yeah. Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, it needed some bitter.
This is the thing. Why are we always on about the bitters anyway before they come in?
The first time I ever saw snow, I was so bitter. I was walking through Washington Square Park.
Don't be bitter.
After school one day. Hi, Dickie's Beer Reviews. Good to see you.
Hey, Dickie's.
I was walking through Washington Square Park, and it started to flurry. And I had only been in New York since September, and this was probably, I don't know, November-ish. And I had had a stressful day and everything, and I'm walking through, and the flurries are going past me, and I was like, oh my God, the city is so filthy. All of this soot. And I was so put out at how disgustingly dirty New York City was, and it was snow.
And it was snow. Not that there haven't been parts in its industrial history where some of that falling snow was in fact soot. And there were many cities we could name that had similar experiences, but you know.
Yes, cheers, Dickie's Beer Reviews.
I like how that is beers. Yeah.
I know.
Awesome. Love it. Well,
I love me some beers.
This is the thing. This thing started out life as like equal parts of all those ingredients and no sour. That's a bad idea.
Yep.
Add the sour, it immediately upped that to a good sour.
Did the recipe have the sour?
The original recipe had no sour.
Oh,
bad idea. And like 1 ounce of your schnapps,
Yikes.
1 ounce of your amaretto. It's no, that's just a sick nightmare.
Yikes.
So you cut that back a bit, you balance it out, you throw some sour in, then you say, what does it need? Some bitters. Bang, and a ½ ounce of Campari is quite a bit of bitter, but it hasn't actually taken over the drink. Nope. So I'm pretty happy with that. And
cheers.
Cheers. Hello.
Almost ready for my next one.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Love Potion number 10.
I know.
I would say that in the type of joint that I'm referring to, where you might get something called Love Potion, this is pretty close to what you might be served.
I think it's slightly better now because of the Campari.
The Campari, yeah.
But not that those aren't good drinks, but
yeah.
Especially, you know, when you're having it's being in the situation.
Yeah.
You know, you're in a certain type of restaurant and you're having a certain type of food and everything. So those sweet drinks can be really good in that situation.
It's balanced off by like salty poo-poos. That's the thing.
Salty poo-poos.
Salty poo-poos.
That's going to be my next band name.
I think that's a good burlesque
Salty
name.
poo-poos.
If you ask me. Salty poo-poos.
Salty poo-poos. That is a good burlesque name.
It is.
Too bad I have no intention of going into burlesque.
Well, too bad for that. But the simple fact is your destiny lies elsewhere.
Exactly.
And perhaps with your next drink. And you think about your next drink.
You know what? I already gave myself a text box.
Don't need another.
Here I am creating text boxes.
We're already there.
And by the way, one of these recipes will be our featured recipe tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Just we're taking them down, but
you check that out up on the Facebook. You'll find that.
Yep.
If you're a patron of our arts, you will find all of the recipes.
Yes. But definitely we will have one tomorrow. And it might be this one.
It might just.
It might be my next one.
Mm-hmm.
No, my next one's going to be pretty simple. But do you have a next one?
I'm still working on my first one.
Well, no, in mind.
Oh, in mind?
In your head.
No, actually I don't. So
time to create.
Time to get creative, eh?
I enjoy being creative. Valentine's Day.
It's a-coming. We are dedicating the month to it because, well, this one has a little birthday sort of thing. And the fact is, we keep trees up. We have our Valentine tree over here, has been decorated.
Yep.
Just found all of the hearts that go on it. So it is now fully decked out. It's looking good and very pink. It's very nice.
I got to take some pictures.
Yeah, we'll have to show that to you. It just it takes the edge off of taking down all of the holidays at the beginning of January. I know that like some, everybody has this experience where you put all this stuff up, it's exciting, and then it's like it all goes away. It goes away for like another 12 months or something. And that's kind of a drag.
Although I realized we had our tree, our big tree, up probably for 4 months.
Yeah.
4 months. Because we put it up for Halloween, decorated it for Halloween, then redecorated it for Thanksgiving, then redecorated it for Christmas, and then redecorated it for January. So we finally took it down the other day.
But that stand was rotating from early October.
I know. I'm surprised it
until about a week ago. So I guess it's a pretty sturdy thing because it just kept right on going, folks. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, Steve is asking how the BBQ was. It was good.
It's really, really good.
It was really good.
My recommendation with these things, if you haven't bought your first grill, is go with a reputable brand. You can go with a very inexpensive thing, and it will definitely do your burgers.
Hi, Devin.
But if you want something to last, that's always a good idea.
Thank you.
And of course, there are such things as accessories. Last summer, it occurred to me that our mainstay grill, the Buick of grills, was really showing its age.
The Buick of grills.
It really was. It's a great grill.
What do we have now?
Now we have sort of the Honda CR-V of grills. I think it's not like this massive, like top of the line with tail fins kind of thing. It doesn't have 12 burners. It doesn't have a side burner, but it actually is extremely solidly built. And since I built it, I can attest to that. It's very well designed. It's a really, really solid thing. Like the whole bucket on the thing is this big, heavy chunk of aluminum, and it's a Weber. It's reputable, and there's a lot of great accessories. So, got some accessories to go with it around Christmas time, and one of them was a plancha. Big griddle. That is the way to go. You make everything on there. You make your fries. I fried up some green beans, or fried up a couple of burgers. Man, that was awesome.
I see some of these outdoor kitchens on TV. It's dream houses on TV, and there'll be these outdoor kitchens with seating areas and sinks, and they're bigger than our house.
Piped in plumbing. the plumbing and the gas line are dedicated. So it's just like we tapped into the natural gas line. I can grill for the next 50 years. And basically the counter space is more than we have in there. So it's a little absurd. And you can certainly build in one of those massive 5-6 burner grills in there and have a lot of fun. That's got about 60 burger capacity, measured in White Castle units, of course.
But those are sliders.
So
they're smaller than.
But right now we have a 3-burner grill that will do everything we need. Absolutely everything. And it could definitely do a party. It's awesome. Great machine. I
know. Hopefully someday we'll put it to the test at a party.
I've used 2 of the accessories that I got for it. It was the plancha I've used a few times. The rib rack worked really, really well. I'm very happy with that. We have a separate smoker to take care of that sort of thing.
Yay! Devin can drink alcohol.
All right.
I'm happy.
Happy days are here again.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you getting your own place. Oh, that's wonderful.
Planning out the tiki home bar.
That's wonderful.
That's a great thing to put in the back of the head, and we'll let those gears work while things happen.
Yep.
Yeah. Because you can find accessories, and you can find all these great ideas as they go.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny though that you said that about drinking alcohol, because I'm fine, okay, I'm totally fine, but I had a physical today and I had blood drawn, and this cracked me up. Oh, Rusty, thank you. Oh, Mardi Gras. Thank you for reminding me, Rusty.
True. Yep.
Yes, thank you. That's awesome.
That's right. That kind of varies year by year.
All right.
And it's coming.
Yeah, we'll get on that.
Yeah, Fat Tuesday is coming a little quickly, isn't it, this year? Well, that's a good thing to think about.
So I was at the doctor and I got blood drawn, and the woman who was taking it said, "Have you had a drink today?" And of course, my mind went to alcohol, so I was like,
No.
And she's like, "Oh, that's bad." And I was like, "What?" And anyway, she meant like any kind of drink, but of course, my mind thinks like, "No, I haven't had a drink today. It's like 2:00 in the afternoon on a Wednesday." No.
Should I have?
I know.
Because
I can. If you want me to, I'll go have one.
Can
but
repair to the local constabulary and grab myself a shot of something, and then we can go.
Oh, there are a lot of tiki mugs at just as Goodwill. Well, that's nice.
Hey, now that's a good idea.
Jumpstart your collection.
Please,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, anyway, I thought that was hilarious. I was like, no. I've had tea. I've had water. Yeah, but anyway. I never know if my stories are even half as funny to other people as they are to me.
Is the outdoor kitchen called the Lanai? Is that what that is? Or is that just the sort of like repairing place?
Lanai, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly,
What is that?
I don't know like the full extent of Lanai. This is squeaking. I don't know the full extent of the terminology there. I'll have to look that up. You can certainly have.
No, I just think about the lanai on Golden Girls.
Mm-hmm.
I think
it was like an enclosed space, I believe.
Yeah, but
clearly you could do that.
Yeah, like not exposed, but.
And you could always take like your sort of dining area and put a pergola over that. That's a fun thing too.
Oh yeah, well, I recommend that if you get a lot of rain. Oh, and a Buddha mug.
Oh, the Buddha mug, yes. Those are, who's making those these days?
Dynasty?
Dynasty Wholesale.
Yep.
Yeah. You can grab their catalog. You can find all sorts of fun things.
Well,
you can order directly from them, although you kind of have to order a case lot.
I hope Dynasty's still in business.
Bear that in mind. Yeah, and obviously there are some issues there, but you can get them for about $5 a mug, I think. And you have to buy a 12-pack or more.
Thank you.
Well, that was very good. Just saying.
Thank you. I love the Mardi Gras idea. This is why everyone's making king cakes. So many people have been making king cakes, and I'm like, oh, isn't that kind of early? But no, apparently it's not.
Apparently not.
Not this year.
Depends on the phases of the moon, folks.
Not this year. Okay. Pardon me for 1 second. I'm going to do what you do.
Yes. Excellent idea indeed. In the meantime, woohoo!
Thank you.
So,
okay. Don't mind me.
Don't mind me. I'm just taking care of business over here. So that's a fun idea. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. It normally doesn't occur to us to hit a Mardi Gras theme, but it's your classic Nolan's party celebration right there. So
you know what?
I think some things could happen in that vein.
I feel like ordering a king cake. I hope it would be here in time.
Well, I have to see about that. You can certainly order a king cake kit if you want to put together your own.
Nope. I want someone else to make it for me.
Someone else make my king cake. It's like you want to have somebody else make your turducken. Yeah, you do. You really do.
Oh, Golden Girls. I love Golden Girls, Devin. I have a friend who's... I actually have two friends who don't even know each other, who are both very, very, very into Golden Girls. So, yeah.
Bing.
Good company.
Pre-led... Oh, Pashis. Oh. I completely forget how to pronounce that. So if you could put that in there, that'd be great. That's a classic thing in this time of year, too. That's right. Mm-hmm.
They have, ShopRite carries all of this stuff.
There's all sorts of things. I mean, you can really celebrate all of these things. Anybody's holiday, you can grab some Hamantash. Those are good.
I could probably order a king cake from ShopRite, but I would prefer to order one from the
actual joint.
New Orleans.
That makes
exactly.
Kind of
we looked it up the other day.
And you know, and you're thinking to yourself, New Orleans, that's a classic cocktail town right there, and you're kind of thinking about like cruising on down Boyden Street, and you grab a
Oh my gosh! Hi, Marty. Marty's my nickname in middle school is Marty Gras.
Marty Gras.
Aw, man. Punch keys. Okay.
Punch keys.
Thank you.
Okay, got it. That's probably a lot closer than what I just said.
We would have just been like, "Hi, can I get some punch keys?"
And you hold up a card with the name on it, and away you go. So,
do you have this?
Do you have this thing? Oh yeah, we got that.
Okay, I need a champagne.
Oh, Alice Pierce. I forgot she was in this. Funny. You need a flute.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, for my next drink.
Oh, next drink.
I will be making. Oh, is this clean? Can I use this?
That is clean enough.
It's clean enough.
It's clean enough. It'll do your job.
We should just stitch that on a pillow. It's clean enough.
I'm not sure what this is, though. Oh, that looks terrible.
Wow.
Sorry. I think they went through the dishwasher. Shouldn't bother with that.
It has spots on it.
By hand. Those spotty dishes. That's better.
It's like a 70s commercial where the woman is humiliated by the spots on her
humiliating
glassware.
rings, Yeah.
Julie says he used to say, you don't have to be Polish to polish off a punch key. That I probably murdered that, but that is funny. We heard of Geeky Tiki. Yes, Devin. I love Geeky Tiki. I don't know if I have any of their mugs, but I do love their stuff. Don't they have the Golden Girls, right? Are they the ones that make the Golden Girls mugs? Because I really want the Golden Girls mugs. Lisa says, where Arrow works, they bring in king cakes. Paul's office did too, because he brought me the baby. Like, somehow he ended up with the baby, so I got it. Yeah. If you get the slice with the baby, you have to buy a king cake next year. Errol's had to buy 3 king cakes. Oh my gosh, 1 year. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I don't think you actually got the baby.
No.
Right? It's just whoever got the baby abandoned it, so he
He
washed it off and brought it home. So
it was in a basket on my desk.
Little baby. So that's funny. Yes, Devin. The Golden Girls Tiki mugs. You gotta look. One of those little Glendora.
I think it's what Geeky Tiki does.
Golden Girls, anything and everything. Yes. Oh wait, Carnegie Deli. Oh, it would ship anything, anywhere. Yeah. Oh.
Send us salami to your boy.
Oh, that was the only thing they wouldn't ship. The lemon curd cake. We used to go to Carnegie Deli once a year.
Around Christmas time.
Yeah. For the heart attack on a plate.
Heart attack on a plate. One of their heart attacks on a plate was their Reuben, which was the size of this computer and piled pretty high. That was awesome. We would polish off maybe 1/8 of it, pack it up, and take it away.
Bring it home. We would have like 4 meals out of it.
It's absolutely astonishing. Really nice pastrami, I got to tell you. That was well done. And for a place that was like, a lot of people just thought they were a tourist trap. It's like they had really nice pastrami. That's the thing. They were a good deli.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think you could be that kind of deli in New York and stay in business, which they're not in business now.
Which they're not in business
but
anymore.
You couldn't do that for that long. But they didn't go out of business because their food wasn't good. They went out of business because of mismanagement and divorce, I think.
Yeah, it was just some sort of family trauma that's triggered the whole thing there.
Oh my gosh, they have a Elvira mug. I love Elvira.
Man. Excellent.
Oh yeah, their Reuben's was amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. I consider that like a real top flight pastrami in NYC. Some insisted that you had to go to Second Avenue Deli. Others insisted the only place possible was Katz's. Katz's is still around. You can actually sample that. It's excellent in any of these places.
I haven't been to Katz's in at least 20 years.
There also used to be, also defunct, a place called Reuben's, which actually innovated the Reuben, so I've got to assume that their pastrami
I have something funny to say about Reuben's as soon as I finish this drink. So I'm doing a variation on a Kir Royale, and I'm calling it the Valentine Royale, which is a terrible name, so I might rename it.
You might rename that.
Check tomorrow for a dash of chocolate bitters. Let's see if I can get another dash.
One more dash out of this baby.
So I did 1 ounce of the strawberry liqueur. All right. I think that equaled 1 dash. I got to get on and order some more chocolate bitters.
I tell you.
And I'm going to open the Rosé Cava.
Ah. It is that time, is it?
It is that time. Ooh, we could also... Oh, I've got another idea. See, now I'm doing light drinks, so I could have more. If I was just doing straight up cocktails, I wouldn't want to have too many.
Take it a little easy on that kind of thing.
But now I'm having light drinks, so I can have more.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I like that sound, eh?
Yay!
Or shall we say... It went boom.
So 1 ounce of strawberry liqueur in your champagne flute with a dash of chocolate bitters and fill with your chilled rosé cava.
Hello. Big fun.
Kir Royale variation. Kir Royale would have creme de cassis and fill with your champagne. And fill your bubbles.
Yeah. It's a very simple thing. It's a very elegant thing. It's a very excellent
Valentine's
thing.
Day. Oh, yummy.
Oh. That sounds like they could not possibly go wrong.
Many of these will be consumed on my birthday.
It could possibly go wrong. If you actually reverse the proportions, and this was mostly the liqueur and a little bit of the bubbles.
Oh.
Ooh, sickly sweet.
Here it is.
But that is excellent.
Bubbly
our
capper that
bubbly capper
Amy
sweet. So we can
us.
keep the bubbles. Thank you,
yes.
Amy. This is made by, I will give them some
It's called Kappa Bubbles.
The Kappa Bubbles from Kapabunga. Keep bubbles fresh for a week.
Rosé Cava is so good.
Oh,
yes.
Nice. So kapabunga.com, CAPABUNGA.com. Sounds like something else, doesn't it? Is actually, they have several cocktails.
So you put this on it first, right?
And this is your champagne stopper. The
it has
bubbles.
A little...
You got a little... You have to pull all the foil off of there. And you got little, like, threads that you pop on.
Yeah, and then you pop it on, and then you can
And then screw the cap down.
Screw the cap down.
And it makes it a nice tight seal. And it keeps your bubbles
I'm
bubbling.
trying to get it to thread, but yeah. I think I got it. No, I didn't get it. Oh, wait, I got it. I got it.
Definitely. Yeah, at my office, somebody, I was on the legal floor. I'm not on the legal floor right now because no one is on that floor. But at the time, I was on the legal floors. And the great thing is that working with all of the lawyers and all the attorneys, right, is that they work with a lot of outside counsel. And the outside counsel would like to retain your business. So every year they send you stuff. Around Mardi Gras, at least one of the offices would get a king cake. I think I've seen two from time to time. And around Christmas, you'd get those huge chocolate bars with the hammer so you can break it apart. Yeah, I kind of miss that. And then there was like somebody would always send that, what is that stuff? From like Harry and David and whatnot would do that butter toffee stuff. That is the reason I have a lot of metal in my mouth. Yeah. Oh, I've got a real weakness there. But it was good. Oh, so good.
They wouldn't send the Tower of Fruit?
I think I ever saw the Tower of Fruit. It was all about chocolate and toffee and things like that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
More than once I saw really fancy chocolates. Like, I'm trying to think of lilac chocolates in New York City. Yeah. Oh, really nice. Yeah. Those would be in the pantry for about 5 seconds. And you really had to act fast. Yeah. Nice.
We were supposed to go into New York City on Tuesday. And we didn't because of the storm. So we've reset for next Tuesday, and hopefully it will work.
See what happens.
Because I'm thinking of these stores, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I haven't been there since the pandemic. And, oh, yeah, I also haven't been there since the pandemic. So I'm hoping some things will be open.
Take advantage of some of these things when you travel.
So. But, and I'm also hoping that we won't get another winter storm.
Oh.
Because you can't keep canceling appointments forever.
It is the month. And next month is also the month, and possibly even the month after that is still the month where you will have these conditions. We have certainly seen sleet storms in April.
Ugh. That sounds like a song.
And we might
Sleet storms in April.
Sleet storms in April. My love waits for me. You know. Bang. I am not actually trying to beg a little trouble here, but who knows? Who knows? You know, all I can say is, warmth, please return. Please return. You'll be here soon enough.
Not for at least 6 weeks.
Not for at least 6 weeks anyway, you know. Bon Fête Rosa Regale.
Oh, I'll look for it.
Awfully nice.
Nice.
Well, you have something and I don't. So I think I should follow your lead and do a thing. Now, did you have something else in mind?
Well, I was thinking we could do a champagne cocktail variation.
That's an excellent idea.
We need to go grab a sugar cube.
I happen to have the correct glass right here.
Need a sugar cube.
I can get a sugar cube. And what else goes into it?
It would. Okay, champagne cocktail. You would take a sugar cube, put it in your flute, and then soak it with Angostura bitters and fill with your champagne. I am thinking you will take a sugar cube, soak it with cranberry bitters, and fill with your chilled rosé cava.
Now that's a fun variation. I need to find a sugar cube.
Agree.
Boom, boom, boom.
Many of these will be consumed at my birthday brunch. I feel like I should make a Facebook invitation or something, but oh no. I'll be like, hey, come to my birthday party, guys, and then no one shows up. So, I don't know.
Isn't one glad that sugar cubes are still made? The fact is, back in the day, you would have sugar cubes so that people would not be like putting their wet spoon into the sugar bowl. You could just grab a cube, toss it in, and there you go. And then, of course, loaf sugar, same kind of thing.
Errol says Harry and David's is the only company that can sell you $5 of fruit for $40, and you feel like you cheated them. Yes. I was looking at Harry and David at the holidays, you know, trying to... We have some people we send food gifts to.
Sure.
And I was like, I am not paying like $100 for fruit.
Yeah.
Hi, Sandra.
It's nice fruit. It's all picture perfect. It's all packed in Excelsior. It just looks marvelous. Packed in Easter hay.
Oh, thank you, Devin.
Yeah. Oh, please. Thank you. Please. Glad to see. So here we have sugar cube, standard sugar cube. If you prefer to use those...
All right, Marty says he'll come. Okay, I'm going to make a Facebook invitation.
If you prefer to use a Demerara sugar cube, feel free. Absolutely. They make such things.
But this is going to be pink.
But it's going to be pink, so it doesn't matter. So I've soaked that substantially with some cranberry bitters. These are coming to you from Fee Brothers. As you can see, Fee Brothers, of course, wraps everything in paper, and it just looks like an accident scene here.
Yeah, it really does look like a crime scene.
Lieutenant Joe Kennan needs to investigate this cocktail. Seriously, like, God, what happened here? But these are yummy. The Cranberry Bitters we recommend highly. They have a really nice flavor profile. It's kind of like a nice tart fruit flavor. Very bitter. What you need for this purpose. And then, of course, you grab your chilled bottle of your rosé.
I feel like we need to... I was going to say, I feel like we need to put it outside, but...
And film.
Oh.
And slow down because it's very fizzy.
I'm just calling it Valentine's Day champagne cocktail. Maybe I should call it champagne cocktail of love.
Champagne cocktail of
Oh,
love.
yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so that was...
Squeeze this a bit to make sure that I can get
cube.
these threaded on properly. This is not hard to use.
Oh, no, it's
By the way,
great.
it's a really great
love
little device.
that
It
thing.
looked like I was having trouble with that. I really wasn't. And there you go. This is your Valentine's champagne cocktail. The champagne cocktail of love. And cheers to you, everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
All right,
that's
well,
yummy.
I'll finish this later.
I think you would like to try this right now.
I would like to try this right now. Wow, look at that. It's
Lovely little
so Valentine-y.
And, of course, the sugar cube has a lot of cavitation points. So this is going to cause your bubbles to bubble
Oh, so good.
for the whole time.
And you could do this with other bitters. It wouldn't be as red, but you could do that with chocolate bitters. It'd be really good. We could do that
nice.
if we hadn't just run out of chocolate bitters. But we have other bitters back there.
There's other bitters. You could do half cran and half chocolate bitters in there and get sort of like a chocolate berry thing going on.
You know what we have back there?
And what do we have?
Cinnamon bitters.
Yes, we do. It's another
Have
good
kind
idea.
of a red hot effect.
Yeah, big fun.
Hi, Ed. Hi, Jamie. Hello, Jamie and Kat.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Love it.
Thank you all for joining us here.
Oh, okay. Devin switched over. Yay. And Bill, hello. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. We've got more people joining. I love it.
Well, you know, we're still going. I'm glad you're joining us at this hour. We have a few more drinks to get through and a few more conversational topics. We're still talking about February being the month of love.
And Mardi
etc.
Gras,
And
apparently.
Mardi Gras, yes.
Thank you to Rusty for informing us.
Thanks for reminding us. I don't think I thought about it too much, but that's another fine occasion for such
No, but
things.
I like on Instagram and stuff, I'm seeing people making king cakes and stuff, and it seemed a little early to me, but it's like Easter. You don't
Here's
know.
a little tip. If you're thinking to yourself, oh, Mardi Gras, like, you know, I'm walking down Bourbon Street, I'm going to go grab like a drink out of a place, and what are they going to hand you? Something called a hand grenade. That sounds like a good reason to wake up at 7 o'clock the following morning, not knowing where you are. I would recommend you think about some more classic New Orleans cocktails, like say
Rusty's got it.
like for instance the Vieux Carré.
No, Rusty's it's making a hurricane for Fabulous Day, which
there's a good idea.
is a perfect choice.
There's apparently
I
originated with Pat O'Brien's.
I got to read Lisa's comment. When I see a sugar cube, it reminds me of back in the late 60s and 70s when they would put the polio vaccine on it.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Back in the 60s, they used to put other things on the sugar cube.
Yeah, that's true too.
Polio, I don't remember getting. It was there somewhere.
Hi, Gary, and thank you.
I must have had it. Definitely had that. I have a scar on my left arm, which reveals that I do have a smallpox vaccine. Copyrighted material.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, just saying.
Oh, musical interlude.
Just a little music there for you. Still enjoying this. Actually, it's already half down. Wow.
I guess you're enjoying it a little too much.
A little too much. No, it's actually, this is perfectly nice.
I got the last bottle of that particular
the Rosé Bubbles?
Rosé.
Oh, you know, very popular. It just kind of like screams amore at you. Excellent idea. A nice dry bubbles is a good way to go.
Okay, I'm thinking about my next drink.
And
Think about Mind extreme. I'm just full of music this evening.
Yeah, full of copyrighted material right
full
there.
Full of copyrighted material this
That,
evening.
of course, is Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. If you don't know them, well, check them out. If you know them, of course you know them. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jamie, notice the Julie London.
Oh,
yes.
what do you feel?
It's my Valentine's Day record selections, which the kitschier the record, the more I love it. Over here we have music for going steady. Mm-hmm. And then here we have music for the engaged.
The engaged. Columbia Records, 1955, yes. I think.
And then the cascading voices of the Hugo and Luigi chorus, Let's Fall in Love. Our friend Jody gave us that for our 20th anniversary. Mm-hmm. So,
she thought of one in her collection. I think she was right.
That was super sweet. And then over here we have Getting Friendly with Music. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you can see that. You can.
Little hidden, but there it is.
Yep. There it is. Getting Friendly with Music.
It's apparently 2 records for the price of 1, as the sticker says.
But the funny thing about Getting Friendly with Music, I'm going to see if I can get it out of here gracefully.
Carefully.
Yes. Okay.
You might be able to, yes. So it's a couple.
He shows up. Well, no, he shows up. I don't know if they're a couple yet.
Maybe they will be.
He shows up at her door with these flowers, which are flagrantly fake, but I wasn't around then, so maybe that was okay. And a record that's not in a sleeve.
There you go.
It's just an exposed record. Like, hi, here's a record that I already opened.
A little something for you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Getting Friendly with Music.
The 2 records for the price of 1 is that this is
things like that crack me up.
It's a Boston Pops record. It's got it's Arthur Fiedler production there. And Dave Garroway, I believe he was from the Today Show. That'll take you back easily 60 years. Is
before
narrating,
our time.
Way before our time. Although, as I recall, he was the big start for Carol Burnett.
Oh, Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey and Coffee. Wow. Oh my God. I've never had that. That sounds good.
There we go. Now that'll light your fire. And Dave Garroway was narrating between tracks on that record. That's why it's 2 for the price of 1. Big stuff.
Oh, Lisa was going to ask about the Julie London. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad I used it.
We just played that the other day. I will say 2 things about that. 1, I really need to clean that record a lot better than it was.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And 2 is it's Liberty, so it really does have excellent sound. If you have a classic hi-fi system, or if you have like a completely new system with like a project turntable, that kind of thing, and a pair of powered speakers or something, this will sound gorgeous on any of those systems.
Better than getting chocolates and 5 or 6 are already eaten. Yeah, that was kind of what it made me think of. That same idea.
I got a laundry on the way.
Music for going steady with the top hat. I got you under my skin.
My skin.
Yes. That is the first song on there.
Yep.
Featuring Vic Damone.
Mr. Damone. This was actually a Saturday Evening Post special, I believe. It was $1.49.
Well, and what was the original price? Because the original price is cross marked.
So
it was $1.49.
Originally $3.98. Oh boy.
Oh, $3.98. What a ripoff!
I'll tell you. But $1.49, I'm there on Hollywood Records. Lovely. I love these labels like that. That's what the rest of these are kind of standard labels. RCA, Columbia, Mercury, Reprise. That one is...
Melacrino Strings.
Melacrino is also...
Music for Dining.
Oh, also an RCA. And another RCA. A lot of RCA happening back here.
Oh, this one is,
of course, Liberty.
Cardinal Records.
Yeah, that's a private pressing from Mr. Melhide. So, big fun.
I got to show this one,
around.
too.
If you can pop that out, that'd be great.
Oh, I can.
That's gonna be... Oh, great. Excellent.
Oh, but I messed up my...
Whoops.
My Dr. Susie...
Your Susian
flowers. Tom Mohide's Music for Dancers. Tom Mohide was apparently an accordion player, but I bought this at the WFMU Record Fair, and I just loved it because the cover was so funny. It's got this little kid watching the 2 of them dance by the fireplace. I love her shoes and her skirt.
I'll point out 2 things about this record.
Yep.
One is that actually, as I just noticed the other day, our recording player is Ed Horniak.
Okay, so it's not even
Tom
Mohide.
Tom actually is, I think, our band leader, and I think he's singing on this thing. And is there a book in here?
He's singing?
Yeah, I think he sings on this thing. And there is.
I thought we listened to this.
Here we have like some instructional pictures.
Oh!
How you can follow along with this little baby here. Oh, no, this is Pata Pata Discotheque. Really? Wow. Numero cinco. I'm not sure this belongs in this record. But it's going back in this record. I love records.
I love
that. Instructional records that actually have a little booklet that tells you how to do it. Like we have a couple.
But the one that doesn't even
belong
with it, it's like,
what's that all about?
So interesting. Okay.
We have a few disco dance records that say, "Here's how you can hustle." And I think if you're going to learn how to hustle from a record, good luck.
My kid is just on this weird little bench. It's very strange.
Just sitting there by the fireplace.
Yeah, which isn't on, but that's okay.
It is best if it's not.
And she's wearing loafers, but they've got heels. She's wearing like metallic silver loafers with heels.
Just in love with those shoes.
I love it.
Got to tell you.
Okay. I tried to put that back gracefully. I don't know whether or not I succeeded, but
I think you worked out just fine.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
yep.
Night Key.
I hear you.
I get it.
It's that kind of
A
thing.
notched album classic. Oh, I love Vic. Oh, yes. Vic rocks. David, I just ordered You're My Girl, Romantic Reflections from Jack Webb.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think he kind of narrates that one. Not really a singer. Which reminds me of the, I think
I'm shocked.
There's a couple of Telly Savalas records out there where he kind of does the same. I always just imagined, because we've got an album where Jack Webb is doing sort of an introduction to a Christmas song, and he's being all dragnet about it. It's like, oh, geez. I always just imagined him around Christmas, like narrating Adeste Fidelis. I don't know why that sticks in my craw like that.
Well, you gotta.
But that Jack Webb album
do
is
a
considered
recording.
a classic. Yeah.
An impression of
We'll just have to take
Jack
care of that sort of
Webb
thing.
doing Adeste Fidelis.
December 24th, 1967. My partner Bill Gannon and I run Bunko Squad.
We're working the day watch.
Christmas is Christmas, but crime never sleeps. Da, 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 da. I don't know why Dragnet is so compelling, but I watch it every time. It's hilarious.
Dragnet is kind of. I'm trying to think of how to put it. Compellingly boring.
It's so routine.
Yeah, it's so procedural.
Routine. You're just.
I mean, they talk about that whole genre of TV shows is called police procedurals, but it is beyond procedural. It's the procedural's procedural.
They're really just they're writing the notes on the steno pads the way that they need to do.
Oh,
jeez.
One of the album covers has a model that looks similar to Betty White. Oh, this one?
Actually, this gal has a little bit going on. Music going steady. Yeah. It's certainly not Betty White, but she does have a similarity there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Definitely.
You said for going steady.
At least let's talk about the Pink Panther album. Oh, the Fifth Dimension.
Oh, Wendy. Was it Mohai, the Arthur Murray of polka dance? Could be. I don't know.
I'm looking at that record, and I'm going to call that impression correct. Absolutely. The Pink Panther soundtrack album belongs in your collection. I would recommend any of the Mancini album, like soundtrack albums from that period of time, no question, hands down. And 5D, you really want. There's a couple of albums that you could definitely go with. The first one, the Up Up and Away record, has some great stuff, but the Aquarius album that has the big hit on it is just great all the way through. And you have to listen to their version of Sunshine of Your Love.
Oh, the cover behind your hat. Okay, yeah, so that must be that one. Music for Going Steady.
Music for Going Steady.
Yeah.
There we go.
And he's wearing this open shirt. They both look like they're made out of wax, actually, when you see it up close.
They do look a little waxen, it's true. The record apparently features Vic Damone, and I'm thinking, on this budget label,
and
that's
Peggy Mann.
Probably a little spurious.
Dale's Orchestra.
Yeah. Who knew? Yeah.
I just buy them because I like the covers.
We like the covers. So
we do listen to them.
But
we do listen, but
5D, that was all over my house when I was a kid.
Very 70s.
Definitely a big thing.
Oh, How to Pick Up Chicks. Oh. We've heard that, right?
I don't think we have.
Oh, okay.
If you got a line on that, interested.
You know what I almost pulled out the other day?
Wait, Julie got to see Vic Damone and Diane Carroll. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, she does look like Betty White, doesn't she? Mm-hmm. Okay, so wait, hold on. I got to catch up.
That's two great
okay, yeah, Chaz, you made me think. The other day, I almost brought out the Helen Gurley Brown Sex and the Single Girl records.
Oh, yes.
Maybe we'll do that next week. Not play them because they're copyrighted, but we do have a couple of Helen Gurley Brown Sex and the Single Girl records.
There are two albums that she made at the time. They're both on, I believe, GNP records. One of them is actually taken from the book and is, I think she's really just riffing. She's not exactly doing the book, and it's sort of a tie-in to the movie. And the other one was Helen Gurley Brown recorded live at Town Hall, New York. It's a 2-album set. And she is just riffing and answering questions.
I worked as an usher at Town Hall. Yeah. It was horrible. but not when Helen Gurley Brown was
But
there.
not when she was there, you know. So.
Oh, yeah, Vic Damone. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
All right, I gotta make something else.
Yeah. Involving bubbles?
Yes.
I'm going to top myself a little bit here just because I'm thirsty.
I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I want to create something else, but I want to keep it light.
Yes. Light is good.
Light.
You break open the bubbles and you can have a few of these things and you're not going to kill yourself.
I'm thinking something with chocolate liqueur.
Mm-hmm. Well, we happen to have that right here. Trader Vic's, an entirely reputable chocolate, pardon me.
I'm also thinking maybe a little vodka because... Is our thingy clean?
What you need? Oh, the...
You know, the thingy.
Pony and a shot?
Pony.
I'll clean it up for you.
Thank you. I imagine it must be getting a little sticky. We need another one that same size. It's such a handy size. We finally got some more shakers because we kept running out during live videos, but maybe we need some more of those Pony and shots too. Oh, Ken Nordine. I've heard Ken Nordine, right?
Of course.
Oh, hi, Lenny. Good to see you.
Everybody knows Ken Nordine as the voice of the Taster's Choice commercials.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep. I know Ken Nordine.
But he also caught a series of, I think, 3 albums back around 1959 called Word Jazz.
Oh, yeah, Colors.
Dot Records. He was basically this very square beatnik type. And they were very cool.
Square beatnik type.
Because he has this like extreme basso profundo voice, and he just intones like this. He's really compelling to listen to. A lot of fun. And he did a record with Billy Strange? No.
Billy Strange?
Not Billy Strange. Easy listening Billy guy, actually, with a version of the Shifting Whispering Sands. It was narrated by Ken Nordine. That was a big hit. So that's the kind of thing that he's known for. But you can look into him, and he did a ton of voiceover work. He's almost as available for material in that period of time as like Thurl Ravenscroft is on a ton of sessions, particularly for kids stuff. You get these choruses for kids records, and you hear this deep voice. It's like, Thurl, there you go. You're right there with the wrench.
Yeah, the other day I was listening. You had the radio on.
Yes, I did.
And it was a children's song, and I'm like, that's Thurl Ravenscroft.
You can always tell Thurl. Very distinctive voice. But Nordine is very much the same way. He didn't sing, he narrated. And when he does those word jazz things, he's just riffing. He's got a jazz band behind him. I think it's Fred Katz and his band are playing behind him. Very cool. Very cool, circa 1959, 1961 kind of stuff. So.
All right. So, I am thinking, Jamie's sipping some Applejack. Okay, so yeah. Oh, Rona Jaffe's the best of everything.
Bang.
Have you seen that? You've seen that movie, right, Lisa? The best of everything. It's like, I had to buy the DVD. I love that movie so much.
If you're only familiar with the book, which is very turgid, you got to see the picture.
Well, the book is completely turgid, but the movie's pretty turgid too, in a different way.
Yes.
I love the best of everything. Oh, I might put it on after we
might
log
just have
off
to
tonight.
take a look at that. That has a lot of potential, I gotta tell you.
So, I am making something called the Valentine 75. And I am starting with 1 ounce of vodka.
I believe the movie is Jean Nicolesco, and every picture he made is exactly the same.
Hope Lang.
Every picture he made is exactly the same. 3 gals and their travails in the big city. That's what it's all about.
He found his milieu.
And he worked with it. Maybe it's a formula, but he does it well. He's an awful lot like, who am I thinking of who did things like...
Douglas Sirk?
Doug Sirk, yeah.
Paul calls him Doug.
Doug Sirk, yeah. Well,
I call him Doug.
We're on a first name basis, you know.
Yeah. Douglas Sirk. Half ounce of chocolate liqueur.
Mm-hmm. And with Douglas Sirk, it's like Imitation of Life.
Oh,
The remake of Imitation with Life is just unbelievable over the top. And
half ounce fresh lime juice.
But there's a couple others in that period that he did that are like equally good. Oh, Sally made rye Manhattans. Oh, you are right.
Hey, Michael.
Spot on target.
Oh, satellite, yummy. Billy Vaughn and Ken Nordine.
Thank you, Billy Vaughn.
Yes.
Yeah. Shifting Whispering Sands. Look it up. You should be able to find that in 2 seconds on your online audio sources.
Yes.
I think we've got that.
Oh,
now.
Lisa. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Best
please.
of everything. I'm putting it on after we're done.
There we go. Boom, boom.
I wish we could have, like, a viewing party or something and just put on a movie like The Best of Everything because it is so turgid. Okay, so 1 ounce of vodka, half ounce chocolate liqueur, half ounce fresh lime juice, and then we're going to 3 dashes cranberry bitters.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I write these things down.
Gotta remember the cranberry bitters.
And then fill with my chilled rosé cava.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now you're going to have that chocolate berry thing going on because
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get some of the fluid off of here because I'm so sticky.
Mm. All right. All that heaven allows. Oh, yeah, that was the tribute to. That's right. Apparently quite well done.
Okay. What is the other one I'm thinking of?
With Douglas Sirk, there's like 3 or 4 heavy hitters, and
there's one I'm thinking, not Imitation of Life. It's...
Now I have to look it up. That's going to bug me.
Look it up.
Yeah, going to bug me. If only I had the power of like a whole encyclopedia in my hands.
The internet. If only.
Here we go.
If only there was some place I could look these things up.
Oh yeah. Be right back with you.
All that heaven allows. Yes. Yes, Chet Baker. Yes. All right. I gotta catch up. Executive Suite. I think we lost Paul. He's busy searching.
I'm finding.
All right, he's finding.
Wow, his career didn't last. Well, his career lasted longer than you'd think, but he died quite old. He was like 90 at the time. Wow.
I think he made his money and said,
"Very good, fine.
See ya. Thanks, Hollywood. I'll take my money and leave."
Well, he was a German director. He made a ton of stuff in Germany and then like moved to Hollywood.
I did know that, actually.
He probably had a good reason to move to Hollywood at the time. And then he started making these potboiler type pictures. And let's see. The Tarnished Angels, featuring Robert Stack, Dorothy Malone, Jack Carson. Whoa, that sounds
Robert Stack.
Worthwhile. Interlude. Battle Hymn. Written on the Wind is Douglas Sirk.
I think I'm thinking of Written on the Wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very turgid picture. Also Dorothy Malone and Robert Stack.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's one set in Texas, right?
Yes, I think it is.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
All That Heaven Allows. Oh, jeez. Never Say Goodbye. There's Always Tomorrow, but I haven't actually... Magnificent Obsession. That's the one.
But who am I thinking... Okay, this is not Douglas Sirk, okay? But who directed... I want to say Magnificent Obsession. Leave Her to Heaven.
Who did? That's an earlier picture.
Yeah, but...
That's really...
That's turgid, too.
45,
That's turgid, too.
And with... Jean Tierney.
Jean Tierney and her little sister. Mm-hmm. Not her real life little sister, but
Jean Tierney, Cornell Wilde.
Who is the other woman in there? Yes.
Well, you've never heard of
Yes, Michael. Paul is pretty close to an encyclopedia. I always say he remembers everything he's ever read.
If I really did, I'd be like bang, bang, bang. But I have to think. I got this in my hand for that reason.
Oh my gosh, I love that you guys are mentioning all these albums and stuff.
Oh yeah,
thank you. I will go back and look at these.
Big fun. Well, you know, I got the name. You're not going to recognize it. John Stahl, right? Leave her to heaven. We can take a look at his credits. He probably did a ton of stuff.
No, but who else was in that? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, who else? Who had Cornell Wilde? I think it's the foil there. Gene Crane.
Gene Crane. That was it. Gene Tierney and Gene Crane.
Gene Crane. Vincent Price, isn't that?
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Gene Lockhart.
Leave Her to Heaven. Yes, a color film noir. I loved Leave Her to Heaven.
Bing.
I'm a weird kid. I get it. But yeah, I love Leave Her to Heaven.
Yeah, she's really a terrible character.
Which I just love.
Chillingly so. But you can
like Mildred Pierce. I just love Veda.
Oh, rotten.
She's horrible.
I think it's the same.
Horrible to her mommy,
year
and I
that
love
was
her.
made, but you know that was a big boost to Joan's career, and really starts reminding me of characters like
Vincent Price. Yes.
Yeah, really fantastic stuff. And good location shots in Leave Her to Heaven too. They get like some real like interiors. It looks an awful lot like Maine in there. I think it's supposed to be, but I think the location shots are probably more like, you know, Inland Empire on a lake, that kind of thing. Probably. I don't think they traveled that far just to get the shots. To be honest with you, beautiful stuff. And of course, you know, 3-strip Technicolor. It's hard to beat that. It's really beautiful.
Oh, Far From... I have not seen... Believe it or not, I haven't seen Far From Heaven.
Got it.
Oh, yeah, Mildred Pierce. I love Mildred Pierce.
The classics.
And also, I was just thinking today, I feel like for my birthday, I should just buy All About Eve. I really want to see that again. I love that movie.
The last we had that was on this really ancient VHS
Horrible VHS
and that will tell you, the last time we played, we said that's the last time we will play that, and we donated it after that.
Yeah.
It was something that just, I think it was a gift or something. I was like, this is not good.
It was falling apart.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very old.
It's time to purchase All About Eve and watch it again.
Certain things you just need to own. You know?
Eve.
Speaking of rotten characters.
All About Eve.
And speaking of rotten, look at this. Would you look
at
that?
Mommy Dearest. Oh, that is turgid. That's terrible.
Worse than wire hangers. I've got no drink here.
Mommy Dearest, yeah. Speaking of.
I'm telling you. So do we have another thing in mind that's like a bubbly sort of a cocktail?
Oh, Desert Fury. I haven't seen that one. Well,
Elizabeth Scott.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, she had a kind of abbreviated career because I don't think she was playing ball with the big boys in Hollywood. But she's good. But she's good.
Oh my God, All About My Mother. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. I got some viewing ahead of me.
Funny. I think we have a conversation on our future stage.
I got some viewing ahead of me.
But definitely. So.
I wish we could do a watching party. I don't know how you do that. Like
we'll figure that out.
Without getting copyright issues, you know?
Yeah.
So I would love to just say, this week we're going to watch All About Eve. All right. You good?
Let's make it happen. All right. I'm going to get this glass a little cold. With a Curacao. Okay.
Curacao.
Curacao. Do you have an idea that I might riff on? Or you already did 75, which is
excellent. Let's see. I bet I could come up with an idea. I'm good at this.
We might just keep doing bubbly drinks, but here's the thing. You open a bottle of bubbles, you might as well use it.
Oh, you were going to do that Valentine's Day margarita, and you could top it with bubbles.
This is very true. Perhaps I'll stop chilling this glass.
Oh, okay.
I could use a sock.
No. Oh, not that kind of sock. Never mind. All right. How about a red one for Valentine's Day?
Excellent idea. Okay. But I will chill this glass too.
Queen Bee. I haven't seen that.
Queen Bee.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I need to see Queen Bee. I have to say that we no longer have cable, so we don't have TCM. And that is my only regret about cutting
One regret.
Cable was
cutting out the cable
TCM.
package. TCM, you lose it.
Otherwise, don't care. Don't care at all, but I
Haven't lost
do
anything
regret TCM a lot.
All right, folks. As I recall, I think this is a pretty standard mark,
Right.
which meant I would have put 2 ounces
Hit me.
of.
A drink with James Bond theme show. I love it. Yes.
Now that's a fun
Yes.
idea.
Yep. After my birthday, I'm going to do that.
Now people will think that Bond has one cocktail because the movies really push that martini. However, there are some other things in the books that he goes for. You can look into that. Yeah.
I think
You can do
I'm
Bond
all
drinking
about
thing.
doing a James Bond theme any day of
The
the
thing
week.
about the literary Bond is that he hits the sauce pretty hard. And from time to time,
Oh, because in the
books,
movies he doesn't.
yeah, from time to time in the books he regrets it. So
Oh, so you're doing a Valentine's Day margarita.
Yeah.
We're going to call it something else later, but... So how much tequila did you use?
2 ounces.
All right. And...
Ounce of cranberry cocktail. All juice, please.
And...
Half ounce of lime juice. I'm trying to remember everything I put in there. Yes. Was there something else
Cinnamon
in there?
bitters.
Redder. Yeah, that's true.
He's the one who made it.
I'm trying to make this maximum red. I think I'll add cranberry bitters to that.
Do
too.
cranberry bitters.
Just make it red. Okay, so.
Okay. This is not going to be gross like it sounds.
No. So a splash of the Goldschlager. Maybe 1/4 ounce.
1/4 ounce, yeah. I'm going to say cinnamon schnapps. Okay. You're not going to shake it?
Oh, I'm definitely going to shake it. I'm just incorporating these things to take a look at where we are.
It's attractive.
And we're going to add 2 dashes of the cranberry bitters. That will make it very red.
Okay. Now, are you going to do the chilled rosé cava or no?
I think I will.
Okay.
Yep.
It was good. I did try, well, I tried a variation of this last night. He's already gone off of what I tried, but...
Shake with ice. Return. Ding. Ding. And strain into your cocktail glass.
All right, I got it. I got it down. No typos. Here's me after 2 drinks. Wow, and look at that. It's so red.
It's pretty red.
Red for Valentine's Day.
It's pretty full, and I want to top it, so I have to take some of this away.
Oh, you didn't top it yet. Let me guzzle some of this out
That's
of
very
here.
nice. However, I am going to top that with
Wait.
some bubble.
Let me try it because it's different from what I tried.
Straight up.
Dano, hi!
Hey! How about that?
Oh my gosh. Dano, you are so sweet. You and Elaine, we love you guys. I'm serious.
Please.
Oh, okay. I missed a whole bunch of... Oh, VP, I agree with you. TCM should have a streaming channel.
Seriously. All right, topping with bubbles.
Okay.
There we go. The rosé bubbles. And just to punch up the flavor,
Just to punch it up.
Get this thing to work properly.
Oh, okay. Lisa's asking, have you heard of a group called The Hungry? Her mother had an album from them.
I can't say I have.
Wow.
We'll check that out.
What era?
Yeah. And I added a dropper worth of the Dash Fire Cinnamon Bitters.
Okay.
And that...
Yes. Yes. Yes to James Bond. Oh, Mount Gay and Soda. Does it? I don't know.
Oh. Well, there's more than one Bond that starts out in the islands at the time, British possessions.
Yep.
So...
Yeah,
some of them part of the Commonwealth. But that's very sensible. Certainly, if you're talking Dr. No, set in Jamaica, then you would expect you would have some dark rum kicking around there. But Mount Gay, that's a good idea. Looks like they stretched out a little bit.
Yeah, it needed that. That's really good.
Very nice. Okay, the Hungry.
I gotta catch up. Yeah, the Hungry. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, the Hungry Eye. We know the Hungry Eye.
At the club.
Was it from the club, the Hungry Eye? Because I've heard of the Hungry Eye, the club. Let me catch up. Yeah, yes, Abra. Abra was ahead of this. Yeah, there was a club called the Hungry Eye. Yes. Okay. All right, we gotta get... He disappeared. I think he's researching this in the other room. Oh, okie dokie. Okay, wait. Oh my gosh, I gotta catch up on YouTube. There's a great Russian site that has a lot of old classics on it. Oh, Chaz, thank you. Margaritas with 2 shots of red wine. Well, Glendora would be all about that. And by Glendora, I mean, yeah. Yes, okay, Hungry Eye. That's what I've heard of. Now we have to take a deep dive into James Bond again. Oh, no. All right.
Oh, what a terrible thing.
He's here with the answers,
James Bond.
I guess.
Well, no hunger, but you actually read it by the Hungry Eye.
Yes.
Early 60s, 50s, 60s folk and comedy club, San Francisco. You'll find a bunch of albums.
Well, yeah, everyone was way ahead of that. Yeah. Hi, Ron.
Yeah. Around the same time that you would have found a similar amount of records made at the Purple Onion. I believe that there is the Smothers Brothers, Dick Gregory, I think, made a Purple Onion record. So check that out. But Hungry Eye was a great spot, apparently. I was
going to say, since we were...
We were negative years at the time, then we wouldn't know such things.
We weren't there.
But it sounds like a bunch of fun. Around the same time, you would have found albums made at the Village Gate in Greenwich Village.
Also not there, but...
That's very nice.
Love this. Okay. For research purposes, we have to take another deep dive into the Bond catalog.
Check out the Bond catalog. We got a bunch of comments here.
I couldn't possibly.
About such things here. So, From Russia with Love, that's a bit of an overlooked Bond picture. The second picture, it comes between like the big splash with Bond theme, Jamaica, that whole thing. Mm-hmm. I believe Margarita is in there as a character.
Yes, we saw that on the big screen.
Bingo. And then, but then the following picture is Goldfinger. And Goldfinger has...
We saw that on the big screen, too.
The theme is just unbelievable. So, Russia with Love is very cool. Also has the Russian agent played by Lotte Lenya. Ah, yeah, there you go. Little German stage character there for you. So,
I am all about doing this. In a couple of weeks, after I've had a chance to rewatch some films. Hi, David. I feel like we missed some comments. Hold on.
I'm just catching up on some of these things.
Hungry Eye. Yeah, I've heard of Hungry Eye, but Oh, Ron's asking if we weathered the storm. We did. It's over, thankfully.
We're a little dug out right now, which is good.
We have a tiny little path to the car.
A tiny path to the car. I cut through that snow 3 or 4 times.
I gotta look
kill
into this
myself.
Russian. Wait, hold on. Russian site that has the old classics. Ooh, okay.
Okay. We'll check that sort of thing out.
I do miss having to see them.
And we have one vote here for
Oh,
Untitled
Robert
Secret Service.
Shaw. We love Robert Shaw.
Yes, as the Russian agent. Yeah, big fun. Mort Saul, Lenny Bruce, down there.
Oh my gosh, that just makes me think of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Mm-hmm. You know, that show didn't really represent Dick Gregory. He was on the scene at the time. He was very prominent.
Well, there's going to be a 4th season.
Yeah, maybe they can get into that.
I think it's 4th.
They do a great job with Lenny Bruce as a local character and incorporate him into the play.
The guy who plays Lenny Bruce is really good.
Yeah, it's very well done. Mort Saul is he died just a couple of years ago, I think. He's not that well remembered, but pick up his albums. He's kind of funny. And Dick Gregory made some really pointed stuff. Well worth checking out. Godfrey Cambridge, another one.
Oh, yeah.
He's actually one of his comedy records, and he does these elaborate routines, and they're pretty astonishing. And then you watch the film President's Analyst.
I was about to mention President's Analyst.
And he's got a great role. He plays a federal agent. And he's investigating this particular doctor so as to draft him into working for the agency.
Oh, Abra's mom had Mortisol records.
Oh, yes. Yeah. But he has this whole bit while he's on the couch. He has a whole speech.
Yep.
And I can't tell you what it's about, but you got to see it. It's really incredible.
Okay, Chaz, thank you.
Yeah.
A little advice there.
I will take that advice. Yeah. If anybody else is watching, you should take that advice too. From Russia with love and need.
Yeah.
Not so much love. Yeah. Yeah, there's some really old comedy records. There's a lot of fun stuff going on,
Well, when we were painting the bedroom, I usually just let Paul play whatever. He decided it was time to play comedy records, so he brought down all the comedy records. So
we were just putting on all sorts of fun stuff. I'm trying to think if there was. I think we put on that
Stephen Wright.
Oh, the Steve Wright record. Yeah,
he did put on Stephen Wright, and
that's a pretty great record, I gotta say.
Eddie Murphy. Was in there.
Some of that first,
but some of the older ones too.
Yeah. I might have put on Godfrey Cambridge then. I kind of forget.
You did.
Yeah. You gotta see. The obviously, if you get into the First Family type records, there's a big. Huge. They're actually pretty funny.
Lord Buckley.
Lord Buckley.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez. Now we're really getting into the creme de la. Buckley was out of his damn mind. He did these crazy monologues. You can look them up now. It's much easier to get into Lord Buckley now. He just went off on this riff, and he was just this sort of aristocratic beatnik type. He was crazy. Really, really kind of fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Chaz says, I bought about Lee Hale backstage at the Dean Martin show.
Oh boy. Well, the Dean Martin show was known for that sort of thing at the time.
Red Fox. I saw the funniest Hollywood Palace at the, well, now they call it the Paley Center, but back then it was the Museum of Television and Radio. And I was watching an episode of Hollywood Palace that had Red Fox. And it was so funny. I kind of got Red Fox after that because just seeing him on Sanford and Son, I was like, yeah, this is funny. But his stand-up comedy, I was dying. But he was talking to the people, and I think he was in Las Vegas because it was Hollywood Palace, but he was doing a stand-up show.
Yeah.
And people were at tables. But he was just talking about, I get drunk and everything. It was really funny. It's not funny when I say it, but when Red Fox said it, it was hysterically funny, which is why he was Red Fox and not. But, Bob Newhart.
Yeah.
Bob Newhart. He's still alive.
He is indeed. Crossing fingers. Got to keep going.
Oh, Flip
Very funny
Wilson.
man.
Yes to Flip Wilson.
Flip was hilarious. Flip takes me back to when I was very young.
Flip. Oh, yes.
Flip takes me back to when I was very young, and it's the same era as Laugh-In, and there's a lot of great stuff in there too. But he had incredible guests.
Yes.
He had Red Fox on too. I mean, it was just
yeah,
great talent came through the Flip show.
Hilarious.
His monologues were very funny. He was just a very funny guy.
I did read his biography.
Yep.
But Bob Newhart, which I read his biography too, and he's still alive. But I love, like, whenever I need to park the TV on something, I'm like, I don't want to have to pay attention and stuff. I always park it on Bob Newhart.
Bob Newhart show.
Yeah.
Love it. We had those albums
so much
in the house when I was a kid. They were definitely the thing. He's not that beatnik kind of comedy. He's more of he started out life as an accountant, and he kind of like delivers that.
Well,
he does these characters who are beset by characters.
Well, his shtick was he was on the phone. That was how he got started. The phone conversations, like hello, and he does them on the show, you know. Yeah. But when we were in Chicago for like 4 hours, what did we have to do? We had to have a Chicago dog, and we had to go to the building that Bob Hartley's office was in. Yeah.
The actual building that they shot the exteriors at.
It was so much fun.
None of the interiors. That was all shot in Hollywood, but yes.
It was so much fun. So we took the L when we got there and everything. And of course it doesn't look the same. But that one, there was one shot from the credits of the Bob Newhart show that does look the same now. Yeah. Like, wow.
You get one angle on that building.
And of course we're outside of this building that looks nothing like his building, taking all these selfies. Like, I'm at Bob Newhart's building. But anyway. It made me very happy.
Another vote for Shelley Berman and Toady Fields.
Oh!
Man. Toady.
Cheesy Bond-inspired films, Matt Helm. Oh.
Danger Diabolic.
I love Matt Helm.
The Flynn pictures are just amazing.
The Flynn pictures.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm on record as saying that the sequel to the Flynn, like, 2 pictures there is in fact President's Analyst. It's not a Flynn picture, not a Flint picture, but it works like that. It's really kind of great.
Which, speaking of, from Russia with Love, Errol says, that reminds him of Spies Like Us. He likes the scene where the Russians says, every minute you don't talk, I cut off a finger. Yours or mine. Yep. Oh, one ringy dingy. Lily Tomlin is kind of my favorite ever.
George Carlin.
Oh, George Carlin. Yeah, George Carlin's so good.
Killer.
So good. Yeah, 430 Michigan Avenue. Oh my gosh, you live 2 blocks from there?
Well, it's right there in Duluth.
No. I'm starstruck that you lived near that office.
Amazing.
Shelley Winters was probably the first celebrity biography I ever read. I was in high school, unless it was a different one, but I read one and it was it got me into all of this. Yes, it's or 3. Yeah, but the first one is the best. Yeah. I gotta see which one I read because it was so good. It got me into all of this. Flip Wilson. Geraldine. Yes, Geraldine.
Thank you, Michael. Right on target, faster than I could. No, Geraldine was just hilarious. We have one album by Flip Wilson. I think there were 2 or 3. Same label as George Carlin, by the way. And I think I remember finding a lot of that album sealed up at a thrift store once, but I bought 1 copy. And on the cover, there he is as Geraldine.
Oh, yeah.
Just great.
It's a great cover, actually.
Just a great cover. Yeah. Really, really funny stuff. It's funny, we got onto comedy tonight. I don't know how. We're talking Valentine's. I suppose people are with the loved ones.
I don't know.
You should have a good laugh or two, shouldn't you?
I don't know whether to put on Bob Newhart's show or Best of Everything.
Or Bond. Who can tell?
Or Bond.
We've been all over the place this night. Well, we've got some great ideas. A Bond fest or even sort of a spy type fest.
Phyllis Diller.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Fred, When we went to the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. a few years ago, we were down there for Tiki Thursday. And we went to the Smithsonian, and they had all these costumes in the display cases, and some of them were Phyllis Diller, and I have pictures of all of them. Love her.
Just great.
Love her. And she was on, Tattletales.
Was she Tattletales? Yep.
Yeah, the game show Tattletales, where it was like you went on with your spouse, and...
She was there with Fang.
No. She was there with some later spouse.
A later incarnation of Fang.
And it was like, see how bonded you are with your significant other. And they divorced like less than a year later. But she was funny. And that's...
Oh, well, you know how it is. Easy come, easy go.
Oh, my gosh. I love Emo Phillips, actually. He's so funny.
Fun
Bob's
stuff.
apartment was on North Sheridan Avenue.
Mm.
Yeah, we did not get out to see the statue because we were shooting at Halakahiki that evening, so we had to leave. But I wanted to see that statue. We were
scheduled to shoot at Halakahiki, so we did. But then along the journey to get to Chicago from Montana, was it?
Nebraska.
Okay, from Nebraska. Huge. It's just like 12 hours of traveling. So we get there, like along the way, like, maybe we could actually shoot over there at Chef Shangri-La. I get in touch with the buddy who actually is right on top of Shangri-La, and Dave Vasta, bless him, says, "Yeah, you can do that." Sets it up. So we do Kahiki. We truck over to Shangri-La, and we do that, and they're closing up at that point, and we're just like shooting like mad, and we do all this, and they have just incredible drinks and great food. And then it's just like, okay, so we're going to hit the city and, hit 3 dots on a dash. And we do that too. Crazy.
And he made it all happen.
Long day, but it's all awesome. Good memories.
She says 3 dots on a dash is her favorite bar in Chicago.
3 dots.
And Dave made it happen.
That night was not exactly set up for us, except by the time we finally found the place and walked down to the concierge, all decked out in aloha wear. I've told this before, but I'll tell it again.
Hi, Christine.
Hey!
Yay! Hello!
So the gal at the desk takes one look at the 4 of us and says to us, "Oh, I have a table for you." Bang. And she puts us in the corner in this great table because we're just looking the part. And we bought some ceramic that night. That's for sure.
Oh, Charles Nelson's Riley. Charles Nelson Riley's Life of Riley. We know some people who saw that live. They stalked Charles Nelson Riley. Yes, I will look that up because we saw Brett Summers in
her one-woman show.
One-woman show, yeah. Not too long before she died, but yeah.
Good thing we did.
Yes, down the alley, second door past the dumpsters. That's what it was like, and it was pouring rain, by the way.
Yeah, seriously. It was impossible to find this place. We're just like looking up on the phone.
Fortunately, we didn't have to.
And we're getting like all soaked.
Because we had a ride.
And then we checked the back alley and she's like, and suddenly there's like an umbrella. You look at a cocktail umbrella and you walk down.
But if it wasn't for our friend Dave, we never would have made it out there.
Thank you, David.
Yes. Oh, Brett Summers. Yes. Okay, so our Brett Summers story was we heard she was doing a cabaret show in New York City. And we're like, oh my gosh, we got to get tickets. We got to get tickets. And it was one of those things where it's like you buy the ticket and then it's a 2-drink minimum per person. We're like, yeah, no problem.
How will we possibly fulfill that?
The sky's the limit. I will spend any amount of money to see Brett Summers. And the show was very sweet. And, she had a picture of her granddaughter on the stage. It was her and a grand piano. And she was kind of singing like half songs and sort of talking and stuff, but telling stories, and it was really fun. But when it was over, we waited in the bar because I'm like, oh no, I'm going to stalk her.
Got to do it.
So we were waiting and waiting and waiting for her to sign our program. And some other woman got in there ahead of us. And you could tell Brett didn't know her because this woman was going on and on and on about, oh, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And Brett's like, And she was so polite and so sweet to her. And finally the woman left, and I was just like, hey, Brett Simmons, will you set my program? And I love you so much. And she was so gracious. It was amazing. But we were the people who were there. They were like, please sign my thing.
We didn't occupy her evening.
We did not. I was just like, oh, thank you, Brett Summers. Oh,
She was
Charles
great.
and Brett on Match Game. Yeah.
That show was a ton of fun.
Have we
Absolutely.
done a Match Game live video?
I'm not entirely sure we've actually done that show. Maybe we can get that
Because we might need to do that. I'm just saying.
Maybe you could get that together if you ever get off your butt.
Oh my God. Okay, so I didn't know that his live show was on YouTube. Because we know people who saw it in
Charles and
person.
Brett, by
So
the
I'm
way.
like, oh, well, if you weren't there. But of course someone filmed it. So yeah, we gotta see that. Bill Dana's In Orbit LP.
Oh, Jose
I think
Jimenez.
we have that, don't we?
We have one built-in LP. I don't believe it's in orbit. It's another one of them. He made like 5, 6, or 7 of them. If I'm not mistaken, around 1968, he made a takeoff on all of that hippie stuff called the Meshuggah Yogi.
Oh no.
And he's playing like, this Indian type log. So it's pretty off, color these days. But that's the kind of thing that happened in that period of time. Bill Dana was actually a great talent. Very funny guy.
Weird Al Yankovic. Oh, thank you, Jamie. I'm gonna watch that.
Much appreciated. You get on to comedy and
We
people can go
saw
forever
Weird
because
Al live.
oh, there's so many great things. We did. He's well worth seeing live. His
Yes.
band is probably the most versatile band in the universe this side of Naked City. The John Zorn band. They're unbelievable. They can play anything. And they can play anything exactly the way it was. They're just they're just that good. Oh, I could use a thing.
Bring it over.
Oh, I'll
Bring
get
it
this
over.
glass here. Just a moment. I gotta go to the water.
Yeah. Let's top that up.
Don't mind if I do.
Uh-oh. Don't
Take your
overflow.
time, take your time.
No, I'm just saying don't overflow.
But
I'm
definitely.
talking to the drink. I'm not
Yep.
talking to you.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That's very nice. I would say that if you grab your glass of bubbles,
Yeah,
they could
I'll
be
take some bitters.
they could be rosé. They don't have to be rosé, but they're very nice if they
take some
are.
bitters.
And you add 2 dashes of the cranberry bitters. They just get Valentine's Day red.
Exactly.
And they get
I'm
so
just trying
nice.
to decide what we're going to watch tonight because I am due for a re-watching of The Best of Everything, which was a couple of conversations ago, but I haven't forgotten.
But here we are. We're still in the same broadcast. and the simple
Also,
fact
All
is,
About Eve, which I need to buy.
Yeah.
And the entire James Bond catalog. And the Bob Newhart show.
I guess we have some watching ahead of us, folks.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Kids in the Hall. Oh, Christine said Kids in the Hall.
Ding, ding, ding,
Kids
ding,
in the
ding,
Hall
ding, 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 ding,
are
ding, 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 ding.
amazing.
Christine has not actually seen
How do you know she hasn't seen?
because she's on the other coast.
I have no idea what
And they
it
don't get
means.
exposed as much out there.
Who doesn't get exposed?
I tell you, people who think that I know everything, I can't draw it all out. My brain at a moment's notice.
Oh.
But it's so stupid.
Yes, Lisa, I'm with Errol. We saw him and he was just, he had so much energy. He had a gazillion costume changes and he was on
Crazy.
the entire
Crazy
night.
stupid.
Yeah, no, he's the real deal. He is an entertainer, for sure.
I'm thinking of Ninth Wave, who regularly play the theme to Kids in the Hall in their shows.
Yes.
You'd love this. It's just great. But that was great.
Kids in the Hall.
Great sketch comedy.
Christine, he has no idea what he meant, I don't think.
No, I'm just trying to remember. Like, you do not have sufficient exposure to Ninth Wave because they're in Connecticut.
Ninth Wave. That's what he
That's
means.
what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, the band. Ninth
Yes.
Wave. Yes.
Got it? Yeah. That's the only thing. If you knew that, you'd be like, oh yeah, of course. You know, every time they play the theme to that show.
Yeah, that's what he means.
Awesome. Just great stuff.
They play Ohana.
And the show is crazy. They do these.
They need to be world famous.
Things.
Ninth Wave needs to be world famous. They're so talented. Yeah.
Hardest working band in surf. No question.
For sure.
No question.
For sure.
Well, got some great stuff tonight.
All right. Yeah, I think that's my cue to shut it down.
Not your cue. We could keep going for another hour. I don't care. But,
all right. Well. We still have a little bit left.
No, we don't have enough left to go by. But definitely, we've had some great drinks tonight. We've talked about a number of topics. We have some great ideas.
Daniel's seen Weird Al 9 times. Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow, I love that.
Big fun.
I am in awe. I've only seen it once.
I tell you, it's a great show. I would understand why you would keep just going back for more of that.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
All right. Is it time to go watch The Best of Everything?
It might be.
The best of everything.
Again, folks.
It's Johnny Mathis, right?
Yes, he sings that. He had the big hit record with that. But definitely. And he is certainly, like, of that period. You know, Johnny. We've had some fantastic variations on classics this evening. We've just tweaked it a little bit for your Valentine's enjoyment. You always want to have a bottle of bubbles
Next
around.
week will also be Valentine's Day because I'm like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
making it happen. If you don't actually have a bottle of Cranberry Bitters, you want to have them because they're fun. And they make things like very bitter and rare. It's good.
Getting nice.
If you could find rosé bitters, rosé bubbles, that's your friend too. That's a great.
You can find rosé bubbles.
You can find rosé bubbles.
Our store had a lot.
Well, where's your time?
All right.
There are many classics that you can vary up this way.
Oh,
but
wait. Why is my phone dying?
I can't actually tell you that. You were plugged in.
I'm plugged in. Why is my phone dying?
Well, I guess it's time to go because that controls the whole thing, folks.
Well, it's time to go before my phone just...
Thank you so much for tuning in. We've had a great time with a whole slew of people here tonight.
This is signing off. It's tough on me. It's tough on me, too. As you can tell. I'm like, I don't know. Can we do a few more? But Paul's my better self who's like, yeah... go while the going is good.
We've had a few suggestions along the way to could there be an after party, and I think, oh boy.
Oh well, perhaps, I would love to do that.
Perhaps we can get that together sometime.
I would love to do that.
I would work on that because you're here.
I love the after party idea.
And I appreciate you showing up because otherwise I am talking to a wall.
Yes. Thank you.
But in the meantime, we're talking about real things. We had some fantastic comments talking about comedy. All these great performers. It's
I know. Now I'm like, time to go watch.
Oh.
But thank you.
I guess we got to see some things.
Being here.
Hopefully that's been some inspiration to you. Check out Dick Gregory. Check out Emo Phillips. Check out Stephen Wright. Yeah, you got to check out this guy called Stephen Wright.
I love Stephen Wright. He's hilarious.
He rubs his head against the sidewalk. You know, he's just unbelievable people.
So funny.
Really amazing. Bob Newhart.
So if you are free on Valentine's Day, not evening, we understand you probably have plans.
Morning,
but
East Coast.
If you do not have plans for brunch, please join us. It'll be my birthday.
And we might crack a bottle or two of these bubbles and have a little fun.
One bottle. That's cute.
I said or two.
Oh, Silver Streak. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We gotta just...
That's a fun one.
Take some days and just sit here and watch a lot of video.
Silver Streak, theme by Henry Mancini.
Yes.
Who knew? Kind of subtle that.
Yes.
That's fun. Kipper picture aboard a train.
Which just makes me think of New Jersey Transit. But anyway.
Unfortunately, it makes you think of that in a very literal fashion.
Stephen Wright. It's a small world, but I wouldn't want to paint it. Exactly. I love him. All right.
So
I'm going to rip off the Band-Aid.
This is
Thank you.
It's been so much fun as always. Yes. We're so glad you could join us. Any comments? Drop them in there. If you would like to, if you are already patronizing us, thank you so much. If you would like to patronize us, patreon.com/Velveteen Lounge. That's the big commercial of the evening. Boom, boom, boom. Any questions you have about, like, well, my grandfather used to get this one drink in Poughkeepsie, and it was at this one joint. Ask us. Maybe we can find it.
Give us as much info as you have, and we will.
Maybe we can figure it out.
Try to make it happen.
Sometimes we can find such things. But it's been so good to be able to do this for you right here.
You.
And you take care. If you're very still like us, have fun. If you're not, better. And as always, we will see you soon.